Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Mark. In this video I wanted to talk about a very important stage of the ascension process, embodying your higher self, embodying your soul. So if you have not already, please subscribe to my channel, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when I release new videos. So we spend a lot of time going through shadow work, energetic clearing, healing, dealing with our triggers, learning to process our emotions, discovering stuck energy within our body that generates these triggers and emotions, overall raising the frequency of our vessel here in this dimension. Well, there comes a point in time when we really need to shift focus to start to live as the new us, the new you, the higher self. We're here to allow our soul and our aspects or fragments to ground and to integrate and start living through this physical vessel. And we do that through the energetic healing process, going through shadow work, being present with our emotions, those kind of things, right? Well, we often forget that we need to focus on being in these high frequencies, being heart-centered, heart-coherent, heart-aligned, and projecting that daily, operating from that frequency. All too often, we get off course when something happens. We have these patterns within our body, and a lot of this stuff is going to remain, okay, because it's part of our memory. We've had traumas, we've had experiences. So on a day-to-day basis, you're going to continue to be reminded of something that maybe didn't feel so good in the past, right? And then that's going to start to realign you with those emotions. Well, the embodiment process shows us that we need to be present with these emotions. We need to have that space created. We need to allow them to be. These frequencies, these densities are what grounds us here into our body. They make up the very fabric of our body. They make up the fabric of this reality, the matrix, if you want to call it that. So we are forever present with these densities, and that's just the key. We need to learn to be present with these densities and not push them away. When we push them away, we further bury them into our body, into our cells, into our tissue to come up later in a bigger way. Because remember, our soul, as our soul tries to ground, it's going to shine its light on us. And that consciousness is going to reflect what needs healing out into our reality so we can experience it. So this reality is all about experience. We're here to experience our traumas, and we're here to heal from them. Okay? And again, doesn't mean we get rid of them. We're always going to have these memories, but it's how we respond to them. We learn to not be reactive to them. We stay heart-centered, we stay aligned, so we could allow our soul's energy to flow through us and start to manifest higher frequency energy into this reality through our bodies. And we do that in the presence of the dense energy that's anchoring us here. Okay, so the embodiment process is something that is very, very important. Now, as we're heading into 2021, we're getting into a period of energy right now where we are to start working on the embodiment process. We need to be bringing our awareness back to living as our higher selves. Okay, 2020, I'm sure you guys could all agree, was all about healing, releasing, clearing, creating space, right? Very chaotic year. And even the beginning of this year has been chaotic, but we're starting to move into a frequency now that is holding space for us, and we have our star family here holding space for us so that we can start to live as our higher selves, meaning starting to allow our actions to be inspired from those higher frequencies. Okay? So that's what we need to be focusing on, and it doesn't mean that we're not going to have triggers. It doesn't mean that we're not going to want to react to emotions. But we're in a situation now where we're being assisted in really learning how to live with those emotions, okay? Being our higher self right here on earth at this time in the now, and living and operating from our higher frequencies perspective in the presence of these dense emotions, okay? It's never about getting rid of our traumas. It's about processing them, feeling them, and allowing them to become part of the whole, integrating them. And they are part of us. And when we reject them, we continue to fragment our energy. And it pulls us out of oneness, out of wholeness, into separateness. So we want to kind of bring everything together. So take advantage of what's happening energetically right now. We're in a period of a very high frequency stabilizing type of energy. And it's interesting because you feel some periods of peacefulness, and we are in Mercury retrograde, so you're going to have some things come up. But if you turn your awareness inward towards your heart, you're going to notice that you have the tools, you have the wherewithal to be able to be present with those emotions. And it's going to be more easy for you, easier to stay on track. Okay, you're going to remember, oh, I'm going to create space here. This is temporary, and I'm going to move back into alignment. And then it's going to feel like it just loses its charge. So utilize that right now. Utilize the period that we're in, especially with Mercury retrograde, to feel things as they come up, and quickly remember and draw yourself back into heart center so that you can anchor and embody those higher frequencies. Because the more we do that, if you want to call it practice, the more it becomes a habit. And the more it becomes a habit, the more it just becomes your new natural state. So we are being given this gift. Be very grateful right now that this space is being held, this energy is being provided to us to be able to find that center, have these triggers come up occasionally. But we have the path, we have the knowing, we have the ability to find that center more easily right now. That gravity is there for that portal, that singularity. So find that and continue to practice living with your emotions, okay? Because that is who you are. And we want to be able to integrate all that. It's part of us. We want to accept these emotions, and we want to be able to live with them in the presence of our soul right here on earth. So I hope this video resonated with you guys. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell. Leave a comment if you're going through some of this as well right now. I also wanted to mention, this is the kind of stuff we get into on the group coaching sessions. So if you guys are interested in getting on the sessions live, they're once a month right now, for an hour, maybe a little bit over an hour each month. We have great conversations. We talk about healing. We talk about, ET presence, experiences we're having, the current energy, that kind of stuff. Feel free to check out the website, soulintegrationcoach.com, and click on the premium membership link at the top. Love to have you. I'm looking to grow the community. When we get into these live discussions, when we could, discuss back and forth, it's really a great opportunity to embody what we're feeling. And it's really helping the group to grow. So I'd love for you guys to check it out and join us. So until next time, love and light.